Well, once again, everybody, and welcome to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex as we get set for first pitch. Carson-Newman in top-ranked Tampa on this Saturday afternoon. Matt Bradley gets the ball first, and his first pitch of the ball game misses up and away for ball one, and we are underway here at 12:56. The right-hander works from the full windup as he rocks and fires, and a swing from Jose Cadenas straight back over the netting and back into the seats. And the count evens up at 1-1 Glad you're with us for game two of this three-game series. Bradley, 6'1", 180 pounds, a junior right-hander this year through two starts, 1-0 record and a 2.08 ERA, 17 strikeouts and 3 walks on the season. Bradley works from the full windup as he pitches, and a swing and a miss on a slider down and away. And Bradley gets ahead at 1-2. Bradley from the windup misses down and away for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes rather. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score here in the first inning. Jose Cadenas at the plate. Cadenas yesterday went 1 for 5 with an RBI for the Spartans in that 14-3 victory. Bradley steps off the back of the rubber. As I mentioned, very good start to the season for Bradley. 7 innings, 3 earned his first time out, 6 innings, no earned his last time. The 2-2 is on the outside corner. It's strike 3 called, and Bradley gets things off and rolling here in the first.
Brought in Sam and Jordan and Taylor. Yeah, Taylor followed her up there, but Sam and Jordan are fantastic. Good. No, we're not hurting by any means. Not yet anyway. We will be if we keep on. But done and gone. It's always something.
Bradley misses upstairs for ball 1. Earhart swings at the 1-0 pitch and flies it to left field. Tyler Thompson camps out underneath it, and he's there to pull it down for the second out of the inning. So a fly out to left field, and with 2 outs and nobody on, it brings Luke McDonald to the plate. Bradley looking to spin a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. Bradley sights the sign, has what he likes, and pitches, and tries to throw the curveball in there and misses low for ball 1. Well, Bradley has worked in a little bit more in terms of his pitching. Felt like he was a 2-pitch pitcher last year. The 1-0 stays high, 2-0. He's working with the true freshman behind the plate as well, Harrison Travis, getting the start for Carson-Newman here today. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. That was a hefty cut by McDonald on a pitch down and away, and he came up empty on it. Bradley so far, 10 pitches. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here to the right hand hitting McDonald the pitch, and it's a swing and a line drive, slicing into center field. Ricketts is back on it. He's there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So Matt Bradley, a 1-2-3, 11-pitch first. We're through a half inning. Tampa, nothing. Carson-Newman coming to the plate, looking for a hot start here today as you watch and listen on the Eagle Sports Network.
Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
After Matt Bradley spins a 1-2-3 top of the first inning, the Eagles will come to the plate looking to get off to a much better start than they have during this 3-game losing streak. The Eagles fell behind 12-0 to King, 7-0 to Tusculum, and 6-0 to Tampa yesterday. And Coach Joe Urso gives the ball to a right-hander, 6'2", 195 out of Tampa, Jordan Leisure. Leisure making his third start of the year, 1-0 with a 4.5 ERA, 15 punch-outs and 2 walks on the year. And it'll be Tyler Thompson to start things off. Thompson now up to 275 after a 3-hit multi-home run game yesterday. And let's see if he can pick up where he left off here today. Carson-Newman and Tampa squaring off game 2 of this 3-game set. Spartans won the first game, and the first pitch from Leisure is a swing and a hard hit smash through the left side of the infield for a base hit. So Tyler Thompson continues his hot hitting here in this series. A base hit brings Gunnar Ricketts to the plate. And now Ricketts will dig in, 318 hitter on the year. Entered as a defensive substitute yesterday. Got 2 at-bats, went 0 for 2 in yesterday's contest. So with Thompson now at first, Leisure will work from the stretch. The right-hander pauses and now pitches. Ricketts squares to bunt and takes a pitch just off the plate away for ball 1. As I mentioned, Carson-Newman has dug itself holes each of the last 3 games. And here against the reigning national champions, trying to get off to a much better start on this Saturday. Matt Bradley has done his part on the mound. 1 ball and no strikes. Thompson leading away from first, and Leisure will throw in that direction, and Thompson back safely. Leisure's 2 years removed from Tommy John surgery, but still 91-94 with a fastball here on the season. Also mixes in a changeup and a slider at times. 1 ball and no strikes. Leisure straightens and fires. Ricketts squares to bunt, backs out, and it costs him a strike, evening the count at 1-1. Game time temperature today, 41 degrees. Sunny skies overhead. And winds at about 4 miles per hour, so not major winds yet again here today. Ricketts at the dish. Leisure on the mound as he straightens up. Kicks and fires, squares to bunt again, backs away, and costs him another strike. And now he's in a 1-2 hole. Well, Thompson led off this game with a single for Carson-Newman. Yesterday did the exact same thing in the next 3 hitters, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. He never moved from the first base bag. No score here in the bottom of the first. Happy you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. Carson-Newman and top-ranked Tampa. Righty on left-hand batter, and the pitch from Leisure. Ricketts inside, outs one down the left field line. It's dropping in a hurry, and it bounces in twice in front of Durr. Thompson's hustling to third. Durr's throw to third base is right on target, but it's just under the tag of the third baseman, Navarrete. And it's a double for Gunnar Ricketts, and Carson-Newman is in business in the first. So the double from Ricketts after he's trying to drop down the bunt. He's able to pedal one down the line. And Thompson over to third base, just able to beat the tag of Navarrete. Pretty good throw from Durr, pretty accurate, but able to get in safely. And now here's Mike Roth, 310 hitter with 3 bombs and 8 ribbies. He had a home run yesterday in the 6th inning. No score in the first. Eagles looking to strike first. Leisure pitching, and it's a swing and a miss. Mike Roth a little out in front of a slider that time around. I was talking to Coach Urso before the game. Talked about yesterday, Brandon Kennard pitched at Notre Dame. Well, he was used to the fact that it could be a little chilly. Leisure on the other side grew up in Tampa. The 0-1. Down and away, another breaking ball, and it's 1-1. And you can see almost after every single pitch, he's promptly sticking his fist right up to his mouth and trying to warm it up. And with the Eagles threatening first, 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Right-handers ready and pitching. And that's on the inside corner for a strike right at the knees. It's 1-2. Beautiful day and a great crowd so far to start the day as well. Fans still filing in here, but a lot of the seats have been taken up and even some people sitting on the hill down the first base line. A ball and 2 strikes here to Roth. Right-hander comes set and pitches. He misses down and away, went to another breaking ball. Count levels off at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Roth has homered in back-to-back games. Trying to do it for a 3rd straight contest. A Carson-Newman player has not done that since Tyler Thompson did it in 2018. The 2-2 pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. It skips away from the catcher, and both runners will move up. Thompson will come in to score, and Carson-Newman strikes first. It was just a ball in the dirt. And both runners able to move up on the wild pitch, and Thompson able to come in to score. And with the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Roth jammed on one, flares it out over the shortstop's head, Flint, and into left field for a base hit. Ricketts in to score. Roth an RBI single. Carson-Newman scored twice in the first. Eagles ahead 2-0. So Carson-Newman has gone single, double, wild pitch scored a run. And now the RBI single from Roth on a little flare, and Carson-Newman has scored twice here in the first, and it brings Brendan Krob to the plate. Krob takes a first pitch fastball on the outside corner. Well, both these coaches would certainly say that the person that sets the tone for the game is the man on the mound. And, well, Carson-Newman's Matt Bradley, an 11-pitch first, excellent. 0-1 the count to Krob, the pitch. And it misses down and in, not by much, but it just did miss, leveling the count off at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Carson-Newman has scored twice. They have a lead for the first time since last Sunday when they beat West Liberty here to move to 7-0 on the season on a 5-2 victory. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Roth gets a little bit of an extended lead, and a good job by the catcher Rulai to block the baseball. Defensively for the Spartans, Durr, Cadenas, McDonald left to right, Navarrete, Flint, Earhart, Sullivan third to first, and Rulai behind the plate for Tampa. First 3 have reached for the Eagles. They've scored twice. 2 balls and a strike the count. Here's the pitch from Leisure, and it's on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 2-2 the count. Wind slightly blowing out towards left field, but a very, very sunny day. Lots of blue sky overhead. There's a little bit of a faded cloud cover. 2-2 count, the pitch. Misses inside. Krob leaves the bat head back. 3-2. Krob in at 267 on the year, a home run and 4 driven in. Getting the start in the cleanup spot. This is really the spot in the lineup that Carson-Newman has had the biggest question with this season, trying to figure out who's going to be the cleanup hitter. 4 different men have started there this season. There's the payoff pitch, and Krob swings and hits one in the air, shallow center field. Cadenas coming on, still coming on. It traps in front of him. Roth got a tremendous jump, and he's hustling over to third base. And the crowd loves that. Good hustle by Roth. I mean, that's excellent base running on a little flare into center field. Roth over to third. And just like that, the Eagles have runners at the corners with nobody out, and the true freshman Zach Bowes coming up. And now time called, and we'll get a conversation out there on the mound after this hot start for the Eagles, and Leisure hasn't recorded an out so far in the ball game. Well, Carson-Newman's been able to ambush the Spartans here today. And you look at the season so far for Jordan Leisure, 2 starts on the season, and he is such a solid strikeout pitcher, mostly with that fastball. He struck out 8 over 4 innings against Queens, a fellow South Atlantic Conference school. He did give up 4 earned runs, however, in 4 frames, and then turned around and punched out 7 during 4 one-hit shutout innings last week against Post. Well, Carson-Newman has started things off right away with just a phenomenal start. A single on the first pitch of the inning by Thompson, a double from Ricketts on a 1-2 count, the RBI single from Roth, Probe with a base hit. Carson-Newman has scored twice here in the inning. 17 pitches so far for Leisure as he's ready to go, and Bose swings and flies one to left field, giving chase is Durr back to the warning track. He makes the catch, tagging from third and scoring is Mike Roth, and Carson-Newman takes a 3-0 lead on the sacrifice fly from Zach Bose. So a nice piece of hitting by Bose. Found something he liked right away. And Carson-Newman's on top 3-0. So they trade the out for the run. Kroeb's still at first, and here's Mark Treadway. The right-hand hitter swings and misses. First pitch that he sees, and he falls into a 1-0 hole. So 0-1 the count here to Treadway, and there goes Kroeb. The pitch is a swing and a fly ball lifted down the line, going towards the corner, and it just drifts foul down the line. Treadway slightly out in front of it, couldn't quite keep it in fair ground. Well, Carson-Newman has not beaten a number 1 ranked team in the country since 1999. They beat Florida Southern in the South Region that season in the NCAA tournament. And with the count at no balls and 2 strikes, Eagles are ahead 3-0 already in the first. Leisure starting it off. He checks the runner at first base and pitches, and it stays high on a fastball. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, the thing about Leisure, the 15 strikeouts so far on the season certainly feel like when he gets ahead at 1-2, he has the stuff that can put people away. Treadway trying to put it in play. Kroeb running again. The 1-2's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second base is on target, and that ends the inning. So a strike him out, throw him out, double play ends the inning. But it's a great first inning for Carson-Newman. They score 3 times in the frame, and after an inning complete, Carson-Newman 3, number 1 Tampa, nothing, as you watch and listen here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Co-op, so I can put my energy into my family,
into waking up the neighborhood. Latte for Christine.
Planting seeds for a brighter future. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, power to your community, for your community, so your energy can go into the things that matter most to you.
My 69 Camaro.
Who powers you?
AEC, the right call for your energy needs. Let us help you score success.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Matt Bradley has the luxury that not a lot of Carson-Newman pitching has had the last few days, and that's some run support. 3-0 Eagles as we go to the second. Carson-Newman getting off and rolling early. And John Pitchman will lead things off as the first pitch to Pitchman. Bounces out in front of the plate, and it's a foul ball. Travis thought that he was able to get there with a ball in fair territory, but the home plate umpire right on top of it said, no, that is a foul ball, so it's 1-0 to Pitchman. Pitchman, a 143 batter on the season. Expect him to get hot at some point. Yesterday, Pitchman went 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. and he takes a slider over the heart of the plate for a called strike. 0-2. Well, Matt Bradley had an up-and-down sophomore season after a terrific freshman campaign. And the right-hander into his 0-2 motion, misses high with a fastball, 1-2. He started the year in the bullpen and locked down 6 saves right at the very beginning of the season. Eventually finished in the top 30 in the category. 1-2 is a foul ball back. Count holds there. And Bradley moved into the rotation over the weekends once conference play started. Had some good starts, had some mediocre starts. The 1-2 is on the inside corner. It's strike 3 called, and Pitchman looks right back at the umpire and says, no chance. And it certainly looked inside, but Pitchman also at the same time was leaning into it. So it is a strikeout. Bradley has his second, and now Nick Durr stands in. The right-hander pitching, and Durr takes high in the zone for ball 1. 3-0, Carson-Newman's lead here in the second inning. Bradley twisting and turning and misses upstairs. He's fallen in a 2-0 hole. 1 out and nobody on here in the second inning. Bradley into his motion and pitching, and he gets a strike on the inside corner. Looked like it was up in the zone, but they gave him the call. You look at last year, he had a 5 scoreless inning effort for Carson-Newman, the 2-1. Misses downstairs, 3-1. But he also had some outings where he gave up 6+ runs. Those are against some of the best teams in the league. 18th-ranked Catawba, 9th-ranked Newberry. Eagles actually won that last game, the 3-1. Misses high and tight for ball 4. And Durr is aboard for base runner of the day for Tampa. And now it brings Dan Sullivan to the plate. And Sullivan had a great day yesterday. 3 for 4, 5 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Sullivan finished a triple shy of the cycle, left-hand hitter. 3-0 Eagles here in the second. Bradley stretching. He pitches, and it's a swing and a miss. Good changeup. Bottom drops out of it against Sullivan. And you look at Sullivan's day yesterday. RBI single in the first, RBI double in the third, walk in the fifth, 3-run home run in the 7th before he was finally retired in the 8th. 1 strike and nothing. Bradley delivers, and Sullivan swings and yanks one to right field, giving chase the freshman Henry Jackson. It's over his head. Bounces off the fence. Jackson bobbles it. Hustling over to third base and pulling the chute there is Durr, and into second base goes Sullivan, and his hot hitting in this series continues. And with 1 out, runners in scoring position for Tampa.
Keep him on the ground.
So a double from Sullivan, his 4th hit of the series. Durr to third base, and here's Matt Rulai. The catcher yesterday struck out 3 times but went 2 for 5 with a homer. And Bradley's first pitch to him stays high in the zone on a fastball for ball 1. Carson-Newman defensively today. Thompson and Ricketts, Jackson left to right. Bose, Genter, Treadway, Roth third to first, and Harrison Travis, the rookie, behind the plate. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's on the outside corner with a good slider to even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. It's definitely a chilly overall day, but when you're out in the sun, if there's no wind, it feels pretty good out there. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. A slider hit sharply on the ground out to second base. Treadway picks it up, throws to first base for the out. Scoring from third is Durr. Tampa strikes here in the second. It's a 3-1 game with 2 outs now. And Mikey Navarrete coming to the plate. So an RBI ground out from Rulai, and here is Navarrete, and he takes the first pitch strike. Sullivan over to third base. Tampa obviously would love to answer right back here in this inning. A 1 pitch on the way. It's a swing and a ball hit off the end of the bat. Foul, first base side. And Bradley gets ahead at 0-2. Well, both coaches mentioned this yesterday. I think there's a little bit of allure to the Tampa uniform that, Carson-Newman, I think Tom Griffin mentioned it, that maybe the Eagles didn't have the same mindset coming in the 0-2. Off the plate away, 1-2. Maybe a little bit starstruck by the 8-time national champions. And Tampa was able to capture that and sense a little bit of blood early, scoring twice in the first. Foul ball straight back by Navarrete. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And you would certainly think, after Carson-Newman's first inning, that they were able to put yesterday aside, and they try to dial it in now. A 3-1 lead. This is a pretty big batter right here, trying to keep the lead for CN. The 1-2. Slow roller, first base side. Roth picks it up to his right. He puts his hand in the air, tells Bradley, I got it. He takes it to the first base bag. That ends the inning. Carson-Newman gives up the run, but Bradley works around it, and after an inning and a half, Eagles ahead, 3-1. We go to the bottom of the second here on the Eagles Sports Network.
I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
0 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard. At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Cade Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Cade Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Cade Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today or visit CadeInsuranceAgency.com.
Carson-Newman scored 3 times in the first. Tampa struck with 1 in the top half of this inning, so it's a 3-1 game as the Eagles send the lower third in the lineup to the plate. It'll be Henry Jackson to start things off, a 300 hitter as the true freshman, getting the start in right field. Second career start and doing it against Jordan Leisure, 22 pitches in the first inning. Here's the right-hander's first offering, and Jackson jammed on it, flares one out to center field. It's sinking in a hurry, and Cadenas can't get there. Bounces in front of him. Jackson a leadoff single. Carson-Newman keeps the pressure on, albeit not a lot of hard hit balls of late, but the Eagles will gladly take that base knock. Already the 5th of the day for CN. And it brings Harrison Travis to the plate. Travis in at .250 on the season. And the right-hand hitter will dig in a 3-1 ball game here in the second inning. Jackson to lead away from first base. Has been caught stealing in his only try. Leisure kicks and fires, and he misses inside for ball 1. In Tampa, we saw the starting effort of Brandon Kennard yesterday. Fabulous effort. 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, back-to-back outings for Kennard without a walk. He was fantastic. The 1-0 right down the middle for a called strike, 1-1. And Leisure getting the ball here in game 2. Well, I asked Coach Joe Urso about his pitching staff, his lineup, and he said traditionally the way that it works out, you hit your way out of a regional, you pitch your way to a title. As this pitch is in the dirt, Jackson a delayed steal, throw down to second base, not in time. And Henry Jackson swipes second as Rulai fell asleep in the delayed steal. Sends him to second base. First stolen base of his career. Well, Rulai caught the ball and looked straight down at the ground, and Jackson sensed that and immediately took off. That's a heady play by a rookie. 2 balls and 1 strike. A pause here from Leisure. Here's the pitch, and that's high and tight. 3 balls and 1 strike. Coach Urso mentioned back in 2010, a team that had 10 future draft picks on it. Best offensive team he's had in 20 years, and they were 2-done in the World Series. They went to Cary, North Carolina, and lost back-to-back games and were eliminated. He said that the pitching staff is certainly what is the difference maker. The 3-1 pitch stays inside. All 4. Eagles in business once again here in the second. And now Micah Jenser will come up, and you'd think a sacrifice bunt situation for Jenser. At some point this series, you expect to see the Most outstanding player from last year's national tournament, Jacinto Arredondo, who earned the save in the national championship game last year. Well, right now, Eagles in business offensively. Micah Genter at the plate, 286 batter on the season. 2 men on, nobody out. He squares the bunt and bunts through one. I think they actually will call it a foul ball, but a bunt attempt. And with a count of 1 strike and nothing. Corner infield in, and now Rulai extends the signs out to his team. You wonder, do you put the wheel play on, trying to get the lead runner at third base? The third baseman, Navarrete, is back on the cutout of the grass. Runners at first and second base. Leisure coming set, the 0-1. Genter bunts it. He tried to absorb it, and it went foul first base side, so now he's in an 0-2 hole. Well, Genter in his career has been a tremendous bunter. One of the best in the country in the category, but he's fallen in an 0-2 hole here as he's been unable to get one down through the first 2 pitches. 30 pitches now for Leisure. 18 strikes. Carson-Newman 3, Tampa 1 here in the second. Leisure set on the third base side of the rubber. And he looks back. Jackson at second base. Jackson able to swipe second base. Travis over at first, so the 2 freshmen for Carson-Newman setting the table here in the second stanza. Genter levels the bat, taps it on her shoulder a couple times. Leisure set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Genter lunges after one, flares it to right field, but McDonald was shading in that direction. He's there to snatch it out of the air and make a good throw over to third base for the out. So Genter's at bat unproductive. And Tampa had that one slotted perfectly. A fly out to right from Genter. And with 1 out and 2 men on, it brings Tyler Thompson to the plate. And the preseason All-American has seen his batting average improve by nearly 100 points here in the series. A single to set the stage in the first. He later came around to score on a wild pitch. 3-1 Tampa. Bottom of the second inning, and in steps Tyler Thompson. Jackson at second base, and Travis at first. Leisure coming set. Brings the glove down to his stomach. Now pitches. And Thompson swings and rips one into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit twice. Durr can't handle it. Jackson's around third base. He's coming in to score. Over to second base goes Thompson. Carson-Newman adds a run on the RBI single from Tyler Thompson. Eagles ahead 4-1. So now here's Gunnar Ricketts, who doubled his first time up. Carson-Newman ahead 4-1. Corner infield in. And the pitch to Ricketts is a swing and a line drive. Base hit center field. In to score Travis. Cutting the corner and turning it on. Tyler Thompson slides across safely. A 2-run single from Gunnar Ricketts. And the Eagles have scored 3 times in the first 2 innings and lead it 6-1. A 6-1 ball game. How about Ricketts with the 2-run single to center? Thompson scored easily after the relay throw was cut off. And with Carson-Newman on top 6-1, here's Mike Roth. Ricketts is on the move. It's a late swing and a miss by Roth. Throw down to second base, not in time. And Carson-Newman running wild now. So with the count at 1-0, Roth, who had an RBI single back in the first, he has another chance with a runner in scoring position. Leisure straightening up. A check back at the runner. Here's the pitch. And Roth late on one. Pitch in on the hands. Got a piece of it and rolled it first base side foul. So Roth now in an 0-2 hole. Well, Leisure at 35 pitches, but he has already surrendered 7 hits. In this game, Carson-Newman was limited to a grand total of 5 yesterday. 6-1 the lead. Carson-Newman trying to keep the pressure on here as Leisure laboring here in the second. And now steps off the back of the rubber. Well, this is certainly the question that was posed yesterday. Where was the poise going to come from for this Tampa team on the road, having to fly up here? Chilly conditions. The 0-2 is on the outside corner for strike 3 called, and that retires Roth for the second out of the inning, and it brings Brendan Krob to the plate. Krob singled in the first inning, was later caught stealing in the frame. Carson-Newman has scored 3 times. Here in the second inning, it's a 6-1 lead for Carson-Newman, and Krob digs in. Run around at second base in a 6-1 affair. Eagles coming out early and doing what the last 3 teams had done to them. As Leisure steps off, Ricketts out at second base, running around and making sure that Leisure understands what's happening. Well, this is certainly a potent Tampa offense, and no lead is big enough. The first pitch to Krob is in the dirt, blocked up nicely by Rulai, and Ricketts runs back to second base to stay there. Tampa decked out in the black tops today. Tampa across the chest, written in red with white trim. Numbers bottom left and on the back are written in white with red trim. Black hats, UT logo on the front, and the red Bills white pants for Tampa today with black belt and black shoes. Krob calls for time and steps out. Eagles out in their nifty pinstripe uniforms. White with navy pinstripes. 1-0 pitch now to Krob. Is downstairs for ball 2, 2-0. Eagles across the chest, numbers on the back. Written in navy with orange trim. Navy hats for CN. 6-1 Eagles. Bottom of the second inning, off and rolling against Tampa. Ricketts out at second base, a 2-run single in the inning. Leisure comes set, glances back at second. Here's the pitch. Pulls one off the plate away. He's fallen in a 3-0 hole. Well, his pitch count's down. It's only at 39, despite the fact that he's already faced now his 13th batter of the game. So that works out to an average of about 3 per batter, which really isn't bad at the end of the day, but you would have hoped if you're Tampa that he would have gotten more outs. The 3-0 on the inside corner for a strike called with a fastball. 3-1.
Hey, so what?
Ricketts out at second base. Righty on right-hand batter. 3-1 the count. Leisure set and fires. Misses inside, ball 4, and the line keeps rolling here for Carson-Newman. 2 men on now for the freshman Zach Bose, who had a sacrifice fly to left field his first time up. In this inning, base hit, stolen base, walk, fly out to right, base hit, 2-run single, strikeout, and now a walk. And Bose, the 8th man of the inning, to come to the plate. Leisure trying to get out of this frame without any further damage. Sienna scored 3 times for a second straight inning. And the first pitch from the right-hander. Bose way out in front of it. Curveball down and away. And Leisure mixing things up now. Was able to get that pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1 the count. Righty on, right-hand batter, the pitch. Bose swings, and it's a high fly ball, deep left field. Going back to he's at the fence. He reaches up. It's off the top of the wall. In to score is Ricketts. Racing around third is Krob. Zach Bose has produced for the Eagles. Carson-Newman, a 5-run second. The 2-run double from the freshman makes it 8-1. Well, how about Bose breaking out in a big way there with a double off of the fence? And now Joe Urso out of the dugout, and he's going to make the pitching change. He's going to take the ball from Leisure. Leisure gives up 8 runs. And with Carson-Newman ahead 8-1, a new pitcher for Tampa. We'll tell you about the right-hander when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Already into the bullpen. Tampa has fallen behind 8-1 here in the second. And out to pitch is a 6'4", 220-pound right-handed reliever from Brecksville, Ohio, Braden Nelson. Nelson, a transfer from St. Bonaventure, is on to pitch against Mark Treadway. The 9th man of the inning to come to the plate. Righty on, right-hand batter. And the first pitch from Nelson is a swing and a miss from Treadway, who struck out his first time up. Carson-Newman runs Leisure, who goes an inning and 2/3, 8 hits, 8 earned runs so far, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 43 pitches, 27 strikes. But Carson-Newman has jumped out in front of the top-ranked Spartans. Righty on, right-hand batter. And Nelson's pitch is down in the zone, low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Nelson, the next man up. Nelson making his 3rd appearance of the year, a 1.13 ERA, 10 strikeouts and 1 walk in 8 innings. Right-hander delivers the 1-1, and that misses in the dirt. Runner takes off Bose, and he swipes second base. Carson-Newman running absolutely wild in this ball game as Bose swipes 3rd. 2-1 the count here to Treadway. The pitch misses down and away. And it's 3-1. So Bose stealing 3rd base. The 3-1 misses down and away. That's ball 4. And the Eagles, not only do they bat around, but they'll send a 10th man of the inning to the plate in Henry Jackson. And with 2 outs and runners at the corners, 5 runs in here in the second. Carson-Newman on top, 8-1. And Jackson will stand in. Jackson started this inning with a base hit into center field, a little flare that got in. The right-hander pitches, and a check swing from Jackson. They will ask for an appeal, but Jackson able to leave the bat head back. For ball one, well, Nelson has thrown just one of his first 6 pitches in the zone for a strike. And with Carson-Newman on top, Eagles looking to add a little bit more support. And a throw to first base, and just back in time with Treadway. Leaning a little bit, but was able to get back to the bag in time. Nelson works from the stretch. With runners at the corner, second pitcher of the day for Tampa. The runner at third is Leisure's responsibility. Throw to first base. They haven't picked off this time as Treadway gets picked off, and that ends the inning. Carson-Newman gets 5, however, in the second. Eagles take an 8-1 lead into the third. Matt Bradley back to work. He's been great on the mound for CN. Let's see if the Eagles can hold it as we step out for a break on the Eagles Sports Network.
At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. At Cade Insurance, we're your local agents, real, live members of the community, only 2 blocks from Carson-Newman. We understand the importance of having the proper coverages for your vehicle, whether it be taking a drive through the Smoky Mountains or just driving around listening to your Eagles play. Our team at Cade Insurance can help you get the best coverages with the best companies at competitive prices. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today, or visit CadeInsuranceAgency.com.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently.
At the Cade,
all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology, and I trust the co-op because we are the co-op.
They're our neighbors.
Our friends.
Our home.
Powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek, we're your trusted energy partner.
Top of the third inning, Matt Bradley with a big lead to work with. 8-1 game as the right-hander pitches, and a swing on the very first pitch from Christian Flint. Right side of the infield, Mike Roth calling everybody off as he steps onto the grass to make the grab. And there's one away on just one pitch here in the third. And now the lineup flips back over for Jose Cadenas. And the right-hand pitcher will work to Cadenas, who struck out looking his first time up. And the right-hander delivers, and Cadenas takes high in the zone for ball one. Cadenas digging into the batter's box, had one hit in 6 at-bats yesterday. And the first pitch, or the 1-0 pitch, rather, is a check swing from Cadenas, fouling at first base side out of play, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Carson-Newman out hitting Tampa 8-1 in an 8-1 ball game. Here in the third inning, Bradley dialed in out there on the rubber. The 1-1 pitch is just high. Looked pretty good from here, but maybe slightly up in the zone. And Bradley wants a new baseball as he throws that one into the dugout. So 2 balls and 1 strike. As I mentioned, been a great start to the season for Matt Bradley. And Carson-Newman's starting rotation shaping out nicely. The 2-1 misses inside, went to the fastball and pushed it a little bit. Count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. Tampa was able to get a run in the second inning. Bradley trying to battle back. The 3-1, swinging a ball tomahawk down the left field line, foul. Count runs full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another new baseball for Bradley. Carson-Newman wearing those pinstripe uniforms that they originally got last season. And the right-hander Bradley works into his motion with a payoff pitch. And it's a swing and a miss. He went upstairs with a slider for strike 3. So Bradley with his third punch out. Eagles in these uniforms, first time this year. They went 7-3 last year in these unis. And the first pitch to Drew Earhart is on the outside corner at the knees for a strike. It is 0-1. A busy day around Mossy Creek. Basketball doubleheader getting ready to start. The 0-1. And a swing and a foul tip by Earhart. Out in front of that pitch. Just got a squib back to the screen. And with a count at no balls and 2 strikes, Bradley looking for a second 1-2-3 inning of the game. 8-1 game here in the third. Earhart promptly stepping out for time as he digs right back into the batter's box. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he pulls a fastball way up and away for a ball. It's 1-2. 25 strikes out of his 41 pitches so far in the game. And Bradley's ready with his 1-2 pitch. Here it is. And it's a swing and another foul ball straight back. Count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. The right fielder Jackson is actually playing fairly shallow. And the infield at usual depth. Bradley trying to win this battle. Pitch number 5 of the sequence. Misses down and away. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we saw what Tampa did yesterday in terms of its ability to score runs. More than 1 in 3 innings yesterday. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Slider down and away. Bradley strikes out a pair. He works a 1-2-3. Third inning. And that's how the inning comes to a close. 2.5 innings in the books. Carson-Newman will try to add to an 8-1 lead when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Bottom of the third inning we go here at the Silver Dime Baseball Complex. Carson-Newman has the lead of 8-1 as it stands right now. And looking for more here in this inning. Henry Jackson will stand in, and the first pitch from Braden Nelson is a foul ball. First base sign out of play. Jackson single to start that 5-run second inning. And the 2 freshmen trying to get things rolling here in this frame. Righty on right-hand batter. The pitch is a swing and a bouncer, third base side. Navarrete got a great jump. To his left, picks it up on the grass, throws to first base in time for the out. Excellent play there by Navarrete. Great read. Didn't let that ball hit the ground for a second time. And the leadoff man is retired for the first time in the game by Tampa pitching. Now brings Harrison Travis to the plate. He drew a walk his first time up. So he can officially close the book on Tampa's starter, Jordan Leisure. And the first pitch to Travis is in there for a strike. Inning and 2/3, 8 earned runs on 8 hits. He walks 2, he strikes out 2, and throws 43 pitches. 1 strike pitch on the way from Nelson. Travis yanks it foul into the corner. Left field line, but well out in front of it, and he falls into a 2-0 hole now. Well, Carson-Newman has this massive lead, and Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin yesterday talked about the fact that when this team scores first, they're a different team. 0-2, Travis lines it to right field, leaning forward and making the catch is McDonald. That ball almost got in on the body of McDonald, but he was able to lean to his right, get into a slide, and able to make the grab just before it hit the ground. And there's quickly 2 away here in this third inning to bring Micah Genter to the plate. He flew out to right field his first time up. That was a really nice play by McDonald to keep that ball in its grasp. First pitch to Genter is a swinging a high fly ball down the left field line. Durr giving chase to the fence, and it is out of here. Micah Genter hits his first career home run, and the Eagles take a 9-1 lead. It's Genter's first round tripper and 314 at bats. Touch them all for the junior, and the Eagles go ahead by 8. How about Genter ambushing the very first pitch? And Carson-Newman swells the margin to 9-1. And here's Tyler Thompson, who has a pair of hits so far in this game. 5 in the series for Thompson. Nelson delivers, and Thompson out in front of a pitch. Fouls it first base side. When Carson-Newman has scored first, they're undefeated this year. They're 97-41 since the start of 2015 when scoring first. When the opponent scores first, 52-68. So getting on the board first, critical. The 0-1, swinging a bouncer, high hopper, out toward short, charging. Flint fields, throws on the run, and gets Thompson in plenty of time. That's an excellent defensive play there by Flint. But how about the home run from Micah Genter? Eagles extend the lead. It's 9-1. We're going to the fourth inning. Matt Bradley back to work. Everything going CN's way as the Eagles lead the top team in the country through the first third of this ball game on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hi, this is Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Turner. When you come to Carson-Newman for a game, there's only one place to eat, Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's Country Kitchen has the best food for the best prices. I can tell you, after eating here for nearly 15 years, Lisa's is the most family-friendly restaurant in the Lakeway area. Stop by and tell Lisa I sent you, and go Eagles.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Best tailgate? It's gotta be burgers. And an ice cold Coke.
Real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Nah, hot dog.
No, Dodger dog.
I'll drink to that. Pass me a Coke. It's gotta be crawfish. Mac and cheese.
No. 7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day?
Race day.
Calls for Coke.
You know it.
It's tailgating 101.
3, 4, and 5 due up for Tampa here in the fourth inning. Spartans have fallen behind 9-1. And Bradley back to work. The right-hander delivers, and the first pitch swinging is McDonald, fouling it back to the screen. He flew out to center field his first time up. Well, this is a Spartans team that has spent 85 weeks in its history as the number one team in the country, and they've been ranked 234 straight weeks. But Carson-Newman has been able to come out here in Game 2 after losing yesterday 14-3 and come out with a phenomenal effort so far, scoring 9 of the game's first 10 runs. Righty on right-hand batter, the 0-2 is a swing and a miss. It's strike 3 on a pitch down and away by the right-hander Matt Bradley, and he's dialed in 3 straight strikeouts for Bradley. Five now in the game for Matt Bradley. And he goes to work on John Pitchman. Pitchman struck out looking his first time up. Well, Bradley has now struck out 22 batters on the season. And the right-hander into his motion and pitching and missing high for ball 1. Well, I talked to Coach Joe Urso yesterday. A lot of transfers in this Tampa lineup. The 1-0 pitch stays high. 2 balls and no strikes. And sometimes you get those big-time players that come to a D2 level and they expect to hit 400, hit 20 to 25 homers. The 2-0. Swinging a high pop-up. Shallow left center field. Ricketts coming on, as is Thompson, but it's the center fielder Ricketts that takes charge, puts it away on the run, and retires. Pitchman That's 7 in a row retired now by Matt Bradley. But Coach Urso has been really impressed with the pitching that he's seen at the D2 level. It seems like everywhere he goes, there's better and better arms, as Bradley misses on the first pitch to Nick Durr, who drew a walk and scored Tampa's lone run of the game back in the second. 1-0 the count. Bradley into his motion and firing, and it's a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. And we've seen that throughout this league for a long, long time. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a high fly ball foul off of first base that gets out of play. 1-2. A couple of the most recent national pitchers of the year have pitched in the South Atlantic Conference. Craig Brooks of Catawba in 2015. Swinging a line drive base hit into right center field. It'll drop in front of Henry Jackson on a couple hops, and that is the second hit of the day for Tampa. And it brings Nick Sullivan to the plate. Sullivan doubled his first time up. And he's having a big series, 4 hits. Runner at first base with 2 outs. 9-1 Eagles in the fourth. The pitch. Swinging a hard hit smash. Diving attempt by the shortstop. Genscher to his right. It sneaks underneath his glove into left field for a base hit. So back-to-back 2-out singles from Tampa, and trying to claw back into this ball game, bringing Josh Rulai to the plate. He had an RBI ground out, his only time up. 9-1, Carson-Newman on top. Here in the top of the fourth inning. 2 men on and 2 outs. Bradley straightening up and pitching and dumping in a first pitch strike. 56 pitches now in the game for Bradley. One strike and nothing to count. Bradley's ready and pitching. And it misses down and in with a curveball. Counts at 1 ball and 1 strike. So how about Carson-Newman here today? They have done everything you can right through the first third of this game. But you know Tampa is not going to go quietly. They'll be able to get something on the board shortly. The 1-1 stays high with a fastball, 2-1. And it really is what the great teams do at any level. Even when you fall into a hole, you're able to find the ability to score runs throughout the rest of the day. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch misses down and away, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. And now things getting nervy here for Matt Bradley. He had retired 7 straight. When Nick Durr stepped to the plate and laced a single into right center, Sullivan hit one into left field. And a 9-1 game here in the fourth. 2 outs, 2 on, in a 3-1 hole. The pitch stays high. It's ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So with the bases juiced and 2 outs, here comes Mikey Navarrete, who grounded out to first base his first time up. Well, certainly a major situation developing here. Navarrete with 1 swing could change the complexion of this game in a hurry and slice an 8-run deficit in half. Bradley's ready and pitching, and he misses high. Travis throws back to first base and back safely. With a headlong dive is Rulai. Well, Carson-Newman pitching this year, when pitching against the bases loaded, has given up just 3 hits in 15 at-bats as Travis heads out to the mound to have a word here with Bradley. Carson-Newman on the other side, 4 for 7. Well, let's see if Bradley has something in him to be able to buckle down here. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Bradley entering today had not given out a 2-out hit all year. The pitch is a swing and a high pop-up foul and back. Navarrete took a huge hack at that one. Count even is at 1-1. But in this game, back-to-back 2-out singles have extended this frame, and the 2-out walk to Rulai have the bases loaded with 2 outs. Bradley pitches and misses down and away for a ball. It's 2-1. Well, certainly for Carson-Newman, the horses are available today. You have Bradley on the mound right now, 2-1. Here's the pitch, swinging a hard hit smash back up the middle. Genter to his left, gloves, goes the short route to Treadway to end the inning, and Bradley works out of a bases-loaded jam in the fourth. Eagles lead 9-1 after the Spartans strand the bases loaded. We go to the last of the fourth. Carson-Newman looking to score for a fourth straight inning. They lead it 9-1 on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Two, 3, and 4 in Carson-Newman's lineup coming to the plate against Braden Nelson. Nelson back for his third separate inning of work. Came on in relief to get the final out of the second inning. And Nelson now out there to deal with Gunnar Ricketts. Ricketts is 2 hits in the game, 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And the first pitch from Nelson bounces in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0. Carson-Newman 3 runs in the first, 5 more in the second, and a run in the third. They lead it 9-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning, looking to score yet again. Right-hander Nelson wheels and deals, and Ricketts swings and hits one sharply underneath the glove of the shortstop Flint and into left field. Hustling around first base and getting into second base safely is Ricketts with a hustle. And Carson-Newman already in business. So that'll be an error by the shortstop Flint that gets Ricketts into second base. So Ricketts to second base. And now here's Mike Roth. Roth will dig in. He has singled and struck out so far today. 9-1 game in the fourth, and Nelson looks back the runner. And Ricketts. Well, Flint probably should have had that ball on the liner and kind of caught him in between and couldn't keep the ball in front of him. And it trickled into the outfield, and Ricketts takes second. Roth takes pitch number 1 off the plate away for ball 1. It's a 9-1 game. Tampa's committed 2 errors. Carson-Newman has jumped out and trying to take advantage of yet another opportunity here in the fourth. Right-hander coming set. Here's the pitch. And it misses in the dirt for ball 2, 2-0. On the outfield playing straight away at this point in the game. And really, if you're Tampa in this juncture, you have to find a way to put a 0 up there at some point because the Eagles keep adding on. 2-0 pitch. Roth swings, hits one sharply out to short. Flint bobbles it as it skips up into his chest, but he recovers with a bare hand, looks back Ricketts, and has plenty of time to get Roth for the putout. So a hot smash out to short that Flint was able to control, and now Brendan Krob will stand in with the runner still at second base and 1 out. Carson-Newman scored the game's first 3 runs after Tampa trimmed it by a third in the second, a 5-run second, a Genter homer in the third, and it's a 9-1 game. And Ricketts sent back to the second base bag. Well, Ricketts also has a stolen base in this game, so he's been aboard 3 times and has a stolen base. Righty on, right-hand batter. Nelson coming straight on the first base side of the rubber. A check back of the runner at second base, the pitch. Krob foul tips one. It glances off of Rulai and goes to the left for strike one. Carson-Newman women's basketball has started its action against Catawba. Both teams have scored a bucket so far. One from Madison Hallman of Catawba, one from Quay Hines of Carson-Newman. 8:42 to go in the first period. We'll keep an eye on that one in a critical game. Carson-Newman a game out of first place, taking on the first place Indians. 1 strike pitch on the way, and it's a check swing, tying up Krob. The last for an appeal, but Krob was able to leave the bat back, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Krob has singled and walked in the game. He scored a run as well. Eagles soaring here early. 1 ball, 1 strike the pitch, and it's a swing and another hard-hit ground ball out to short. Ricketts has to stay at second. Throw over to first base. Flint handles this one with aplomb. Back-to-back ground outs to short, and Flint making up for his miscue to start this inning. And with 2 outs and a runner at second base, it's now Zach Bose's turn. He's driven in 3, a sac fly, and a 2-run double so far in the game. And Nelson trying to put up a 0 on the scoreboard for the first time today for Tampa. 9-1 game here in the 4th, and a quick throw back to second base that sends Ricketts back to the bag. Well, the last time a Carson-Newman program in general beat a top team in the country, that was Carson-Newman men's basketball back in 2015. Eagles beat then number 1 ranked Lincoln Memorial 87-72 up in Harrogate. Here's the pitch. Ricketts on the move. Bose swinging and skying it on the infield. Flint, who has been very busy in the inning, is there to put a squeeze on it. And that retires Bose. And Nelson is able to work around the leadoff error to end the inning. So a pop out to short ends the frame. Eagles strand a man on base. And we're through 4. Carson-Newman 9. Tampa 1. Spartans coming to the plate in the 5th on the Eagle Sports Network.
I get my power from my co-op so I can put my energy into my family.
Into waking up the neighborhood. Latte for Christine.
I get my power from the co-op so I can put my energy into planting seeds for a brighter future.
Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, power to your community, for your community, so your energy can go into the things that matter most to you.
My 69 Camaro.
Who powers you?
AEC, the right call for your energy needs. Let us help you score success.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Matt Bradley back to work in the 5th inning. 4 innings of 1-run baseball. Just escaped a bases loaded jam as this ball popped up. And a nice play, third base side on the bunt attempt by Christian Flint on the bunt. A foul ball that Travis was able to get out of his stance and make the grab. And there's 1 away here in the 5th inning. So Flint trying to change things up at the plate. Not a bad idea. Just couldn't get it down, and Travis was able to get out of his stance and make the grab. And here's Cadenas stepping in and taking a first pitch strike down the middle. 66 pitches for Bradley, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts so far. And the 0-1 pitch from Bradley is on the outside corner for a strike. He gets ahead at 0-2. You have to credit the junior right now. He is coming right after this Tampa lineup that put up 14 yesterday. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's a swing and a line drive into left center field. Ricketts giving chase, still on the run. Now he slows down just a little bit, and he's able to make the grab in left center field for the putout. So back-to-back outs. That ball was hit pretty hard by Cadenas, who had been 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts prior to that, but he's retired on the fly out to center. And Bradley, who has retired the side in order in the odd innings so far, trying to do so again here in the 5th. Drew Earhart takes the first pitch slider for a strike. And it's 0-1 the count. Earhart has flown to left and struck out swinging. The 0-1 misses down and away for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield straight away in a 9-1 game in the 5th. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball. First base side that will get out of play. And the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Well, Carson-Newman women's basketball has jumped out to a 12-0 lead. Kayla Marisites, the All-American candidate, up to 6 points in the game for CN. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count, the pitch, and a swing and a high pop-up. Left side of the infield, Genter steps onto the grass, and the shortstop squeezes it, retiring the side in the inning. Excellent inning there from Matt Bradley to end the frame, and we're through the first half of this ball game. 4.5 innings in the books. Carson-Newman 9, Tampa 1. Step out for a break. It'll be Treadway, Jackson, and Travis to the bat rack for the Eagles as you listen and watch here on the Eagles Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard. At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Cade Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Cade Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Cade Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today or visit CadeInsuranceAgency.com.
9-1, Carson-Newman leads top-ranked Tampa. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Braden Nelson back to the rubber to face Mark Treadway, and his first pitch is on the way, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. Nelson has come on in relief and righted the ship. 2 1/3 innings, 1 earned run on the home run from Genter. He's walked 1 as well. The 0-1 pitch now. Swinging a slow roller, third base side. Charging Navarrete. Fields throws on the run, and he gets Treadway. That's a very nice defensive play by Navarrete on a very slow roller, third base side, to be able to pull it down and make the strong throw over to first base for the first out. The left side of this infield's been very good in this series. Granted, Flint made that error in the last inning. Well, that was a hot smash that was going to be tough to handle as Henry Jackson stands in. 1 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch from Nelson is on the outside corner for a strike. Well, Jordan Leisure started it, gave up 8 earned, recording just 5 outs. And Nelson has come on and kept Carson-Newman hitters off balance. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's a fastball downstairs and in for a ball. Counts even at 1-1. Right-hand pitcher on right-hand batter. Nelson has the sign, the 1-1. Swinging a slow roller, third base side foul. Counts now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. When Carson-Newman men's basketball beat Lincoln Memorial, that was Charles Clark's freshman year. The future All-American went for 30 on 11 of 17 shooting. Eagles shot 50% in that game against one of the nation's best. Here's the 1-2. Slow roller back up the middle on a couple hops. To his left, Flint. Field shuffles a couple times as he steps behind the second base bag and then unleashes a hard throw over to first base in time to get Jackson. That's good range there from Christian Flint making that play. Back-to-back ground outs have started this inning. 5 in a row retired now by Nelson, and with 2 outs and nobody on, Harrison Travis will stand in. Right-hand hitting freshman catcher, and the first pitch from Nelson is off the plate away. He started every Eagle hitter in this inning with a curveball. That was the first one that missed. 9-1's your score. Carson-Newman on top of the reigning national champions. 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes Nelson's pitch, and it's off the plate away. 2 balls and no strikes. Travis has been great behind the plate for the Eagles today. He's drawn a walk and scored and flown to right in his 2 trips. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Misses downstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Nelson now at 32 pitches. 19 have been in the zone. 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch from the right-hander is on the outside corner for a strike. 3-1. Glad you're with us on this very nice Saturday afternoon. Slight chill in the air. What a great day for baseball. Michael Watrang with you. The 3-1. Swinging a hard hit ground ball back up the middle and underneath the diving glove of Earhart, the second baseman, and into right center field for a base hit. Travis with a good trickler back up the middle, and Carson-Newman will not go in order here in the 5th inning, and now Micah Genter will stand in. Genter hit his first career home run in 316 career at-bats his last time up. A homer to left field, 10th of the season for CN. Nelson will throw to first base, and Travis gets back safely with a headlong dive. Righty on right-hand batter. Nelson kicks and fires. A check swing, roller, first base side. That'll hug the line and drift foul. And Genter in a 1-0 hole. Carson-Newman has dropped every game that it's ever played against the Spartans. Still a lot of time left here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Matt Bradley putting together a quality outing so far. 1-0 the count. Nelson coming set. He pitches. Misses down in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Rulai. And the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, things starting to ratchet up. This is the final weekend before conference play for both of these 2 teams, so very busy baseball day. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner on the move. It's a swing and a foul ball back by Genter. He's now in a 1-2 hole. Genter back into the batter's box after the foul ball. And now the right-hander straightening up again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. That missed off the plate, and Nelson was heading to the dugout. Looked like a pretty good pitch from here, but didn't get the call. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson coming set. Right-hander will throw to first base. Travis back safely. Seton Hill has beaten Coker to start the day, 7-2. Mount Olive beat Queens 2-0. Offensive explosion at Mars Hill, 15-12. Cedarville leads Mars Hill in the top of the 8th. The 2-2. Genter pulls one, third base side, inside of the bag and down into the corner. That's extra bases. Travis steps on second. He's going to third. He's getting the wave around. And now Coach Tom Griffin tried to stop him. The relay throw is in, and Travis is out at the plate on a 7-6-2 putout. Originally, Travis got the wave, and then the brakes were slammed on, and Travis is thrown out at the dish, and that ends the inning. A double for Genter after the hit from Travis, and the inning comes to a close. Carson-Newman leads at 9-1. We go to the 6th here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Well, let's see if that last inning comes back to haunt Carson-Newman at all. Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin just a little indecisive. Originally sent Travis, but the relay throw came in. Tried to stop Travis, and Travis put on the brakes for a half a second and then decided to keep running and couldn't quite slow things down, and he was thrown out at the plate after Genter's second hit of the day. But Matt Bradley goes back to work. He is dazzled so far for the Eagles. 72 pitches in the game through 5 innings of one-run baseball. He'll get 3, 4, and 5 in the Tampa lineup. It'll be McDonald, Pitchman, and Durr due up for the Spartans. McDonald will start things off. 9-1's your score here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. And Bradley ready to go after Carson-Newman lost 14-3 yesterday. Lopsided in their direction today. McDonald swings at the first pitch, flies it to deep right, giving Chase Jackson to the fence. He reaches up, and he makes the grab as he trots all the way back to the warning track to make the play. Well, looked like for a second that ball is going to have a little bit more carry on it, but Jackson was able to get back there in time. 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th inning, and now it brings John Pitchman to the plate. Struck out looking and flown to center in his 2 trips. Right-hander on right-hand batter, and Bradley delivering. It's a swing and a 1-hopper to third base. Bose fields even with a bag, throws to first base. That's in time. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And now it brings Nick Durr to the plate. So Bradley looking for a very quick and efficient 6th inning of work. Durr has walked and scored, and he's also singled. He's had a very nice day at the plate. Bradley pitching and missing up and in for ball 1. I mentioned this yesterday, but this is almost an entirely new look Tampa crew. The 1-0 is off the plate, down and away, 2-0. Just 2 returning everyday players from last season. And Durr hasn't quite gotten going to this point in the season. Now 3 for 16. As Bradley finds the outside corner with a strike, 2-1. Yorvis Torrealba was one of the best college hitters that Coach Urso has ever seen as Durr lines it into left field. Thompson coming on, still coming on. He leans forward, and he's able to make a diving catch in left field to end the inning. So a 1-2-3 frame from Matt Bradley ends the stanza. 5.5 in the books. Eagles lead it 9-1.
At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. At Cade Insurance, we're your local agents, real, live members of the community, only 2 blocks from Carson-Newman. We understand the importance of having the proper coverages for your vehicle, whether it be taking a drive through the Smoky Mountains or just driving around listening to your Eagles play. Our team at Cade Insurance can help you get the best coverages with the best companies at competitive prices. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today, or visit CadeInsuranceAgency.com.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently. But when it comes to our Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op.
They're our neighbors.
Our friends.
Our home.
Powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek, we're your trusted energy partner.
Top of Carson-Newman's lineup stepping to the dish here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tyler Thompson will start it off. 2 for 3 day for Carson-Newman's table setter. He scored twice as well, and Braden Nelson back to work for Tampa here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nelson, 39 pitches, 24 strikes so far for the right-hander. On in relief of Jordan Leisure, who gave up 8 runs in an inning and 2/3. And the first pitch here to Thompson is high for ball 1. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 3 left on base for Carson-Newman. A run on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 4 left on base for Tampa. Righty on right-hand batter, the 1-0. Thompson pulls one down the left field line, hooking to the corner, and it goes foul down the line to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Other scores from around the rest of the league. UVA Wise is leading Southern Wesleyan 3-1, or trailing Southern Wesleyan 3-1 at the end of 7. Gannon trails Tusculum 8-4 in the 7th. Lenore-Rhine has beaten IUP 5-2. 16th ranked Newberry and 15th ranked Nova Southeastern are tied at 1 apiece in the top of the 3rd. Wolves have the bases loaded with 2 outs and Bo Thompson at the plate. The 1-1 pitch. That's inside to Thompson. He bails out of the way. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. The other game of note, Catawba trails Shippensburg 6-3 in the 6th inning. 2-1 pitch on the way, and that goes in the dirt and all the way to the backstop. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Catawba lost to this Tampa team in the College World Series a year ago. And the Indians are in a hole there. 3-1 the count. Here to Thompson. Nelson pitching. And he misses downstairs for ball 4 and a leadoff walk to Carson-Newman's leadoff hitter here in the 6th. And now brings Gunnar Ricketts to the plate. 2 for 3 with a couple RBIs and a couple runs scored. And he'll dig in here with Thompson at first base. Carson-Newman leads 9-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ricketts taking his time to get into the batter's box. Now the Tennessee transfers in there. Nelson coming set, and he'll promptly check on Tyler Thompson at first base. Carson-Newman in this game has stolen 3 bases in 4 tries. Nelson coming set. And here's the pitch. Bunt attempt by Ricketts. Costs him a strike. Joe Urso, the head coach of Tampa in his 20th season. 6-time National Coach of the Year. 836 wins, 242 losses, 5 national championships. 57 draft selections under his watch. The 0-1 misses down and away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 of those players eventually played in the big leagues. Charlie Manning was a second-round pick in 2000 or was a second-team All-American in 2001, a 9th-round pick of the Yankees that year. Another throw to first. Thompson back safely. Manning eventually pitched 57 games for the Washington Nationals in 2008. And 2-time All-Region pick Mike Ribello was a 4th-round pick of the Tigers. Played 3 separate seasons in the big leagues. The 1-1. Ricketts tries to bunt. Can't get this one down. And Thompson's able to get back to the bag before the throw from Rulai gets there. Ribello played in 86 games from 2006 to 08, 2 with the Tigers, 1 with the Marlins, and 65 hits in his career. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ricketts takes down. Thompson's off and rolling. Throw down to second base is not in time, and he's in there safely. So Ricketts at the plate. And the pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Picked up by Rulai. He'll throw it down to first base to complete the strikeout. So 2-3 on the strikeout. And now Mike Roth will stand in. Roth, the right-hand hitter, takes down and away for ball 1. Roth swings and fouls the ball off. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike the count, and time called by Roth. One ball and one strike here to Roth. And the pitch from Nelson is a foul ball straight back, and he's now in a 1-2 hole. Roth today 1 for 3, an RBI single in the 3-run first inning. And here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to produce again. Zeros on the scoreboard each of the last 2 innings for Carson-Newman. Nelson's done a phenomenal job in relief. Made just one mistake. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Stays high and tight with a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tampa played its first road game of the year yesterday. They've won 4 straight regular season games now. Carson-Newman has dropped 3 straight after a hot 7-0 start to the season. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Roth swings and skies one. Out in front of the plate, Rulai steps into fair territory and now back into foul ground. He makes the catch to retire Roth for the second out. And Thompson still standing out at second base. And now Brennan Krob will stand in. Krob is 1 of 2 with a walk and a run scored in the game. 9-1 Eagles here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Thompson's off and rolling. And the throw to third base for 1. And Navarrete is able to apply the tag, and that ends the inning. So caught stealing for Thompson, 1-5. And that's how the inning comes to a close. So the Eagles get the leadoff walk, but do nothing with it. Send a minimum to the plate in the 6th. We go to the 7th. Latter third of this ball game. Coming up, Matt Bradley back to work with the Eagles ahead of top-ranked Tampa, 9-1 on the Eagles Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Andrew Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Dan Sullivan leads off the top of the 7th inning for top-ranked Tampa as Carson-Newman leads the Spartans 9-1. And Bradley's first pitch to Sullivan is on the outside corner for a strike. Well, Sullivan has been pretty much the entirety of the Tampa offense. 2 for 2 on the day. He has 2 of the 3 hits for the team as he checks his swing on a pitch upstairs. They'll ask for an appeal, but he never got the bat fully around, even the count at 1-1 on the 80th pitch of the afternoon from Bradley. Sullivan now 5 hits in the series. Bradley's ready and pitching, and he spins a curveball off the plate away. It's 2-1. A 9-1 ball game here in the top of the 7th inning. Carson-Newman lashing out early and often. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Carson-Newman scoring 3 times in the first, 5 more in the second. The solo home run from Genter in the third made it 9-1. The only run support for Tampa was a 1-out RBI groundout by Rula. Sullivan swings at the 2-2 and drives it to straightaway center. Ricketts back to the fence. He reaches up at the wall, bangs his right shoulder into the green fence, makes the grab, and that retires Sullivan for the first time today. Very, very nice play by Gunnar Ricketts out in center field. I feel like he's having a very, very nice day for Carson-Newman today. And with 1 out and nobody on, Bradley will go to work on Josh Rulai, having retired 8 straight. And then Rulai swings the first pitch, slices one out to right center field. Ricketts all the way back to the fence, and it just clears the yellow tape in right center field for a home run from Rulai. And Tampa inches closer. 9-2 game here in the 7th. Rulai's second home run of the series, his 3rd on the year. And he gets Tampa back into the scoring column. Carson-Newman 9. Tampa 2, and you have to hold up play because pretty much all of Tampa's dugout came onto the field. And Navarrete, who is standing in the batter's box, now is ready for the pitch, and Navarrete swings and smacks one to straightaway center. Ricketts back to the wall again, and he has about 1.5 feet before he gets there as he hauls it in to retire Navarrete. 3 very, very hard-hit balls in this inning. 2 have gone for outs. And now we get a pinch hitter here for Tampa. Luke Benoit will stand in. Or Benoit, rather. A sophomore from Boston and IMG Academy. And the first pitch from Bradley is a strike on the outside corner. So Benoit hitting here as Bradley pitches, and it's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Righty on right-hand batter. Bradley in the driver's seat at 0-2. The pitch misses down and away. Ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. A run in here in the inning on the home run from Rulai. 9-2 Eagles in the 7th. Bradley coming set. He rocks and fires, and it's a swing and a line drive base hit through the left side of the infield and into the outfield for a base hit. Benoit on a 1-2 pitch, able to lace one into left center, or into left field for a knock. So pinch hit. And the line keeps moving now for the leadoff hitter, Jose Cadenas. So now Bradley will go to work here on the top of the order. Cadenas is 0 for 3. In fact, the top 4 in the lineup are combined 0 for 12 as Cadenas swings and drives one to left field. Thompson will run out of room. Cadenas homers, and just like that, it's a 9-4 ball game here in the 7th. First pitch swing from Cadenas, his 2nd home run of the season. So all because the pinch hitter, Benoit, able to get a piece of one into left field. And with 2 outs and nobody on, line keeps moving. Here's Drew Earhart. 3-run 7th inning, and just like that, it's 9-4. Bradley pitching in a bunt attempt, third base side. Bradley, a former infielder, fields it, throws high to first. Roth can't keep his foot on the bag, and Earhart is safe. That'll be an error by Bradley. And Earhart safe at first. So on the bunt attempt. And here comes Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin out of the dugout to have a conversation. So Coach Tom Griffin out there to have a word with his team as Carson-Newman has started to get that bullpen loosening up. It looks like Tyler Shaver is the one down there starting to throw now for Carson-Newman in what has turned into a 9-4 ball game. Well, the head man of the Eagles is now in his 15th season at Carson-Newman, 23rd overall. He's 3 wins shy of career win number 600. 597, 482, and 2 in his tenure. His first 8 years spent at Tusculum. Last 15 here at Carson-Newman. So with 2 outs and the runner at first base, a 1-out home run from Rulai, the 2-out pinch hit single from Benoit, home run from Cadenas, now the error on the bunt attempt by Bradley. And now trying to buckle down in a 9-4 game in the 7th. Bradley pitches and misses downstairs for ball 1. One ball and no strikes with 2 outs and the runner at first. Well, Bradley has to buckle down here. Can't allow Tampa to get any closer in this inning. The 1-0 is on the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. McDonald 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a strikeout today. With Earhart at first base and 2 outs. Bradley had retired 8 straight prior to this sequence. The 1-1. Foul ball, slashed foul. First base side out of play, and Bradley now back into the driver's seat at 1-2. Well, this will be the first time this year that Bradley does not register a quality start. Did so in each of his first 2 outings, and now here comes Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin out to the mound, and that will have to be the end of the day for Matt Bradley on a 1-2 count. So the Eagles will have to go to the bullpen, and we'll tell you about Tyler Shaver. Carson-Newman leads 9-4. Step out for a break. Eagles on top on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, this is Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Turner. When you come to Carson-Newman for a game, there's only one place to eat: Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's Country Kitchen has the best food for the best prices. I can tell you, after eating here for nearly 15 years, Lisa's is the most family-friendly restaurant in the Lakeway area. Stop by and tell Lisa I sent you, and go Eagles.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Best tailgate? It's gotta be burgers. And an ice cold Coke.
Real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Nah, hot dog.
No, Dodger dog.
I'll drink to that. Pass me a Coke. It's gotta be crawfish. Mac and cheese.
No. 7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus. What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day?
Race day.
Calls for Coke.
You know it.
It's Tailgating 101.
Carson-Newman goes to the bullpen mid-count. 1-2 and holding on Luke McDonald, and Tyler Shaver makes his 6th appearance of the year. Shaver 1-0 with a .82 ERA, 16 strikeouts, 4 walks in 11 innings. And Shaver asked to end this inning, replacing Bradley. It's a 9-4 Carson-Newman lead on top-ranked Tampa. And the 1-2. Shaver spins the slider. Hard hit smash. Backhanded by Treadway. Knocks it down. Picks it up with a bare hand. Throws to first base in time to end the inning and end the jam. Well, Shaver comes in and does his job, and that's how the inning comes to a close. But Tampa inches closer. 3 runs on 3 hits. Carson-Newman commits an error. Tampa leaves a man on base. It's at now a 9-4 ball game. Stretch time at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Changes aplenty for Tampa as they shuffle up their lineup here. We'll tell you about that in just a second. Brendan Kroeb at the plate in a 9-4 game, and Kroeb takes high for ball one. So McDonald moves from right field to left field. Benoit stays in the game. He's now in right. The 1-0 to Kroeb is a swing and a miss on a pitch downstairs. 1-1. Earhart moves from second base to third base. Navarrete from third base to shortstop, and Durr from left field to second base. The pitch misses outside and away for a ball. So now your lineup looks like this. McDonald, Cadenas, Benoit left to right. Earhart, Navarrete, Durr, Sullivan third to first, and Rulai behind the plate. 2-1 pitch misses inside. It's 3-1. Three balls and one strike. Eagles ahead by 5. Nelson pitching and a swing and a miss. Kroeb out in front of it. Kroeb steps out of the batter's box to collect his thoughts. And now the right-hander delivering the 3-2. And it misses inside for ball 4, and Carson-Newman gets the leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the 7th inning for Zach Bose. And Carson-Newman now gets a pinch runner. Carson Kemp is pinch ran at first base for Carson-Newman as Bose squares around a bunt. And he takes the ball high as he's able to bring it back. They do appeal down to second, and indeed that confirmed. One ball and no strikes here to Bose, who's 1 for 3 on the day, and a throw to first base sends Kemp back to the bag. 9-4, Carson-Newman on top, but Tampa just scored 3 times in the top half of this inning. Righty on right-hand batter. Here's the pitch. Bunt attempt. Bose back to the mound. Nelson picks it up. He has to wait for the first baseman to get there. Nearly overthrew Sullivan. He was finally able to pull it down and then slap the tag on Bose. That was nearly a disaster. But Kemp, at the end of the day, goes to second base on the 1-3 sacrifice. So now Mark Treadway will stand in. Treadway is 0 for 2 with a walk. And the first pitch to him is a swing and a foul ball for strike 1. 9-4. Carson-Newman on top of top-ranked Tampa, looking to beat a number 1 team in the country for the first time since '99. 0-1 the count. Checking the run around at second base. And now Nelson brings it up there and misses downstairs to even the count at 1-1. It's halftime at Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman in a high-scoring first half leads Catawba 54-41. In the first meeting this year, it was a 69-68 overtime final. The Eagles upended the Indians. But Braylon Weichel, the freshman point guard, with 22 first-half points. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Pitch downstairs. 1-2. Kayla Marisites, 8 points, 9 rebounds as she inches closer to becoming the 5th Carson-Newman player in history with 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds in her career. And the Eagles ahead by 13 up the road. The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Carson-Newman softball has already won today. Men's basketball coming up later. Swimming in the Blue Mountain Conference Championships. Track and field at the Virginia Military Institute. And tennis in action. A busy, busy day. The 2-2. Swinging a bouncing ball on one hop. Picked up by Nelson. He looks over his shoulder. Kemp got a pretty good jump. And Nelson elects to take the out at first base and leave Kemp alone, getting Treadway at first for the second out of the inning. And now Henry Jackson will stand in. Jackson a 1 for 3 in the game. Grounded out his last 2 times up. Nelson is up to now 66 pitches in his relief outing. 5 frames of work, just giving up 1 run. He's been great in relief. His first pitch to Jackson misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Well, if you're Coach Joe Urso and that entire coaching staff over there, you have to be really, really happy with what Nelson has been able to do because this thing nearly got away from him. The 1-0. Check swing. They want an appeal, and indeed he goes around on it. 1-1. That 3-run 7th has just made this thing nervy for Carson-Newman looking to upend the preseason number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nelson delivers and a swing and a tapper foul back. 1-2. Carson-Newman scoring 3 in the first. Tampa responded with 1 in the second. CN exploded for 5 in the second. 1 more in the third. Tampa just scored 3 in the top half here of the 7th. 1-2 the count. And Nelson delivers in a swing and a foul ball back on his 70th offering of the day. So both sides now into the bullpens. Close the book on Matt Bradley. 6 2/3 innings. 4 earned runs on 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's the pitcher of record for Carson-Newman in the game. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Jackson pulls one, left side of the infield, diving effort. Navarrete pops to his feet, throws to first, not nearly in time. Infield single from Jackson. Gets Carson-Newman into double figures. Now a 10-4 lead here in the 7th. That was an excellent play by Navarrete, but Jackson runs really, really well. And an infield single for an RBI. And now it brings Harrison Travis to the plate. A quick throw to first base and back safely is Jackson. Just put the ball in play. Good things will happen. And the new shortstop Navarrete couldn't quite get to his feet and throw it to first base in time. The first pitch to Travis is a swing and a miss on a slider down and away. 0-1 the count. Outfield pretty much straight away. And in front of a very nice crowd here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, Carson-Newman now up to a 10-4 lead. They get into double figures. 1 strike and nothing the count. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-2. Third time this year Carson-Newman has scored at least 10. The 0-2 stays high. 1-2. Since 2015, Carson-Newman is 60-2 when scoring double digits runs. One of those losses, a 15-12 loss to Mars Hill a few years back. 1-2 the count. The pitch. High fly ball. Very shallow center field. The center fielder, Cadenas, coming on into the right center field alley to make the catch and end the inning. But the Eagles get a run back. The RBI infield single from Henry Jackson gets Carson-Newman back on the board. And the Eagles will take a 10-4 lead to the 8th inning. 6 outs to go with a 6-run lead. Eagles on top of the Spartans on the Eagle Sports Network.
I get my power from my co-op so I can put my energy into my family.
Into waking up the neighborhood. Latte for Christine.
I get my power from the co-op, so I can put my energy into planting seed for a brighter future.
Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, power to your community, for your community, so your energy can go into the things that matter most to you.
My 69 Camaro.
Who powers you?
AEC, the right call for your energy needs. Let us help you score success.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Top of the 8th inning, Carson-Newman has a 10-4 lead on the Tampa Spartans. And the Eagles looking with Tyler Shaver now. Shaver got the last out of the 7th. And he's back to work here in the 8th inning. Carson-Newman's top reliever to start this year. Will work from the full windup. The right-hander delivers and misses low and away for ball 1 as he faces John Pitchman, who's 0 for 3 in the game. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard-hit ground ball in the hole. Micah Genter, the backhand, long throw across on a hop. Roth is able to grab it right near his waistband, and Pitchman is out by a step. Well, Genter, I thought for a second, was going to lose his balance because that's where it goes from this turf into that little lip of almost some grasslands, and nearly lost his leg. As Shaver pitches and misses downstairs for ball 1 here to Nick Durr. But Roth was able to pluck it clean as well at the other end. 1-0 pitch. Off the plate away, 2-0. Shaver on the season has seen action now for the 6th time. Matches his season effort last year. 2 balls and no strikes as he's fallen behind the right-hand hitting Durr, who's 1 for 2. The pitch. Slow slider. Misses off the plate away. And Shaver now in a 3-0 hole. Eagles have more action in the bullpen. The 3-0 is just high for ball 4. Not by much, but he walks Durr on 4 pitches. And now Dan Sullivan, who flew out to the wall his last time up, 2 for 2 in the game. 10-4 Eagles in the 8th. The pitch. Sullivan takes downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Well, this has been maybe the only issue that Shaver has had this season. He's walked 4. It's as many hits as he's given up on the year as well. So being out of the zone has been a little hit and miss for him. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Stays high and away. He's missed with 6 straight now. And Shaver, the sophomore out of Dandridge, Tennessee. Fastball, slider, changeup. 5'10", 160, a right-hander. Works from the stretch. needs a strike here and will throw to first base instead to keep Durr close. Well, it's a 6-run game. 5 outs stand between Carson-Newman and an upset of the number 1 team in the country. Shaver coming set. Infield shaded slightly around to the right-hand side. The pitch. Shaver misses again. He's missed with 7 straight. And certainly feels like the Eagles might be thinking to the bullpen here shortly. They would have loved for Shaver to be able to slam the door shut here in this game. But he's missed with 7 consecutive as he throws to first. Back safely once more is Durr. Right-hand pitcher coming set. Does Sullivan get a green light? The 3-0. He does not, and he takes a strike at the knees on the outside corner. And Shaver, after 7 straight out of the zone, pinpoints 1 on the outer half. 3 balls and 1 strike. Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Shaver set and pitching. Slider misses down and in. It bounces in front of the hitter. Base on balls to the second straight batter. And just like that, Tampa's in business. As of right now, there's nobody on the bullpen mounds for Carson-Newman. And Shaver will deal with Josh Rulai. 1 for 2 in the game with a walk. Homered his last time up, an inning to go. 10-4 Eagles on top of the Spartans here in the 8th. Shaver's set on the mound. He kicks and fires and delivers a strike on the inside corner to get ahead at 0-1. There's a sizable gap on the right side of the infield. Treadway is trying to keep Durr close, and now Carson-Newman starts to get locked and loaded. It looks like Nick Adkins and Hunter Long are starting to throw for the Eagles. Trying to set things up in the back end of this bullpen. 1 strike and nothing. Shaver's ready and pitching, and he misses away with a fastball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield fairly deep here to a hitter that's hit 2 home runs in this series, each of the last 2 games. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shaver a glance at second base. Here's the pitch. Misses down and away for a ball, 2-1. Tremendous patience right now by this Tampa unit. Shaver, who thrives off of the slider. And now Shaver will get a new baseball. And Tampa coach Joe Urso is saying that it should have been, I guess, a balk, but the field umpire was saying, hey, you got to get a new baseball. And now they're having a conversation about whether or not it should be a balk or not. I honestly took my eyes away from it, so I'm not 100% sure. But they'll have a conversation. And now they'll consult with Coach Joe Urso about what they saw as well. 2 balls and 1 strike as it stands. And certainly for Tampa, you're looking at a 6-run deficit. If you can get 2 here, you put yourself into grand slam range going into the 9th if you can't get anything more. So certainly the thinking for the Spartans is try to get these 2 guys in. 1 out, and the 7-hole batting Rulai at the plate. Shaver coming set. He's fallen behind at 2-1 in pitching, and Rulai goes down to a knee to foul off a slider on the outer half into the seats first base side. So Shaver has gotten himself back into the count at 2-2. And now the question becomes, does Shaver like the slider or does he want the fastball? 2 men on and 1 out. Runners inch away from their bags. Shaver is set and pitching. And he goes to the slider and Rulai doesn't bite. Takes a ball down 3-2. I mean, that was a pretty good-looking pitch. And tremendous discipline from Rulai to lay off. 1 out, 6-run game. 3-2 the count. Shaver checking second. Now here's the payoff pitch, and it's on the outside corner for strike 3 called. He went to the fastball and froze Rulai. I mean, what a great pitch from Shaver. He spotted it perfectly, and I think Rulai was expecting the slider, and he didn't get it. And Shaver now 2/3 of the way home here in the 8th. 10-4, Carson-Newman ahead, and Mikey Navarrete at the plate. He's 0 for 3 in the game, grounded out twice and flown to center. 10-4, Carson-Newman. Shaver works from the stretch. Sullivan at first base. Durr out at second after walks. Shaver is ready. Right-hander checks second. He pitches. Swinging a high fly ball down the right field line, giving Chase Jackson, as is Roth, and it gets out of play down the line for strike 1. Well, the last time Shaver pitched, it was against Tusculum on Wednesday. And when he came in, he was able to get the final out of the 5th, and then he hit 2 batters and walked a man with nobody out in the 6th, and then struck out the next 3. Trying to avert danger here in the 8th. 1 strike and nothing to count. The pitch off the plate away. 1-1. Well, you look at Tampa, at the very least for the Spartans, they'll be able to get the top of the lineup back to the plate when the 9th inning rolls around. As will Carson-Newman in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 the count. Shaver is ready. Here's the pitch. And it misses down and in for a ball. It's 2-1. Eagles will have Genter, Thompson, and Ricketts. 9-1 and 2 due up in the bottom of the 8th. For the time being, it looks like they will be trying to play add-on. Ahead 10-4 with 2 outs and 2 on here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shaver's ready and pitching, and he pulls one down and away for ball 3. Well, here's the question for Carson-Newman's coaching staff and first-year pitching coach Pat Brown. Nick Atkins looks like he's pretty much ready to go down in the bullpen. And the question becomes, if Shaver loses Navarrete, is it time to go to the bullpen, or does he get one more? 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Navarrete swings and misses out in front of a pitch on the outer half, and it's 3-2. Navarrete yesterday was busy, driving into, scoring a run in a 14-3 win for the Spartans. They're behind by 6 here in the 8th, and Navarrete steps out. Baseball, a funny game. Yesterday, a blowout one way. It looked like Carson-Newman was trending towards a blowout in this direction, but a 10-4 game. Runners will be on the move with 2 outs. And Shaver readies with a payoff pitch. Here it is. And it's off the plate away for ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Fans here thought that it was closer than it was, but it certainly did look like it was off the plate. Durr to third base. Sullivan to second. Navarrete now aboard. And it's up to Luke Benoit. Benoit singled in the 7th inning. And then he scored on the home run from Cadenas. 10-4 game. Bases loaded here in the top of the 8th inning. Shaver getting a full recycle of signs from Travis, and Benoit senses that and has to step out of the box. Well, Carson-Newman showing the trust in so far their best ace in the hole. Shaver has walked the bases loaded. And his first pitch to Benoit is a swing and a ground ball out to second base. Treadway picks it up. He'll go to first base. That ends the inning, and Shaver works out of a bases-loaded jam in the 8th. Eagles preserve a 10-4 lead on the Spartans. Step out for a break. Carson-Newman on top. They'll try to add to this. A 10-4 game. Bottom of the 8th inning we go on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Tyler Schaefer strands the bases loaded in the top of the 8th inning. Second time today Tampa has left the bases loaded. They also did so back in the 4th inning. And Carson-Newman will have one final chance to add on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Micah Genter will lead it off. Genter's had a great day. 2 for 4 with his first career home run. And Genter will dig in a 10-4 game. And he'll face off against the new pitcher for Tampa. It'll be Colton Widows, a left-hander, 6 feet tall, 160, a senior from Dunedin High School in Palm Harbor, Florida. And the first pitch from Widows is a sweeping curveball that misses down and away for ball 1. Well, Widows works from the full windup here as he sights the sign and now brings it to Genter, the 1-0. Hits Genter on the left bicep, and he's aboard for the 3rd time today. Widows making his 4th appearance of the year. He's recorded 8 outs so far this season. So Genter hit by the pitch. And leadoff man aboard for Tyler Thompson, who's been on base 3 times today. And Thompson will dig in here against Widows. Close the book on Braden Nelson. Great outing for him. 5 1/3 innings, 2 earned, 4 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. 75 pitches for the right-hander. And the first pitch to Thompson is a line drive through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Genter stops at second base. Tyler Thompson, his 3rd hit of the day. Back-to-back 3-hit days for Tyler. And now Gunnar Ricketts will step up. And I think Carson-Newman wants to make a change, and indeed it will be Charlie Brown that'll pinch run for Tyler Thompson. So Brown will pinch run at first base for Thompson, who aboard for the 4th time today. Genter to second base, and now Ricketts at the plate. Gunnar, a left-hand hitter in a 10-4 game, squares to bunt and takes a ball up and away for ball 1. Ricketts on the day is 2 of 4. Driven in a couple. He scored a couple times. Let's see if he can get down a bunt here and bring the meat of this Carson-Newman lineup to the plate. Widows coming set, corner infield in. Widows now lifts a leg and pitches. Ricketts bunts one perfectly. 3rd base side, Durr picks it up and throws, or Earhart rather, picks it up, throws to first base. That's in time to get Ricketts, but it's a perfect sacrifice that works 5-3. And now they will intentionally walk Mike Roth. And now Jordan Griffin will stand in to pinch hit here. So Jordan Griffin coming in to pinch hit for Carson-Newman. 10-4 game, bases loaded and 1 out. Widows to work from the stretch and delivers, and Griffin yanks the ball foul up the third base line. Can Carson-Newman add to its lead here? Lefty on, right-hand batter. Widows coming set. Here's the pitch. Griffin swings and fouls the ball straight into the ground, and he's now in a 0-2 hole. So Jordan Griffin pinch hitting here in the 8th inning. Started in right field yesterday, had just 1 at bat. But he's in an 0-2 hole here. Widows trying to work out of this jam. Left-hander's ready and pitching, and he misses high and away with a fastball. 1-2. Quick update from Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman's on a 13-1 scoring run, and the Eagles have opened up a 21-point lead on Catawba, 76-55. Kayla Marisites, 19 points, 12 boards. She's 11 of 11 at the free throw line. Braylon Weichel with 24 points. Widows with a lengthy look down here. Now comes to terms with something from Rulai. And here's the 1-2. Griffin swings and lines one out to center field. Coming on Cadenas. He makes the catch. Genter tagging. Great throw from Cadenas on target, but Rulai drops the baseball. Genter's in safely. Everybody else tags up, and Carson-Newman takes an 11-4 lead. It was just an absolutely tremendous throw from Cadenas. Rulai caught it. Genter had a hard slide to the plate, and Rulai, as he was getting the tag down, dropped the baseball. And now Zach Bowes will get his turn. Everybody else moves up, so runners at second and third base in an 11-4 ball game. Widows to deal with Bowes in the pitch. Off the plate away for ball 1. Bowes at the dish. Today is 1 for 3 with a sacrifice bunt and a 2-run double. 1-0 the count here from Widows. Left-hander coming set and brings it plateward, and it's a foul ball, first base side. Out of play, it's 1-1. Roth out at second base. Brown down at third base. Carson-Newman on the day, 11 runs, 13 hits, an error and 4 left on base. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 8 left aboard for Tampa. 2 men on, 2 men out now. Widows coming set. Here's the pitch. It's a slow roller, first base side. Widows will pick it up, take a couple steps, and then lob it to first base to end the inning. But Carson-Newman adds a run on the sac fly from Jordan Griffin. We go to the 9th. Eagles look for the upset of the number 1 team in the country. They have a 7-run lead, 11-4, as you stay locked in here to Carson-Newman Baseball on the Eagles Sports Network.
At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. At Cade Insurance, we're your local agents, real, live members of the community, only 2 blocks from Carson-Newman. We understand the importance of having the proper coverages for your vehicle, whether it be taking a drive through the Smoky Mountains or just driving around listening to your Eagles play. Our team at Cade Insurance can help you get the best coverages with the best companies at competitive prices. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today, or visit kateinsuranceagency.com.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently. But when it comes to our Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology, and I trust the co-op because we are the co-op.
They're our neighbors.
Our friends.
Our home.
Powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek, we're your trusted energy partner.
Charlie Brown stays in the game. He is in center field now, and Gunnar Ricketts moves from center to left field. And Tyler Shaver looking to close down the save, an 11-4 lead here in the ninth. He deals with the top of the lineup in his first pitch to Cadenas. Misses off the plate away for ball one. Well, Shaver looking for that 3+ inning save as he delivers, as this pitch misses up and in for ball two. Actually checked that, not a save situation. Thought he had the chance to go 3 innings. He's thrown just an inning and a third so far. And when he entered, just one man was on. As he delivers the 2-0 and delivers a strike, 2-1. Carson-Newman 11. They jumped out to an early 3-0, 8-1, 9-1 lead as this pitch misses down and away. 3-1. Carson-Newman has bodies in the bullpen, but nobody throwing. Trying to use Shaver to close this thing out. 11-4 lead. CN looking to upend the top team in the nation. The 3-1 pitch. Slider inside corner, called strike. Cadenas is 1 of 4. He is homered in this game. That came in the 7th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shaver sights the sign, and here's the payoff pitch. And it nearly hit Cadenas as he misses for ball 4. And a leadoff walk to the leadoff hitter. And Drew Earhart will stand in. Shaver trying to close the book and give Matt Bradley the victory. Shaver's thrown 34 pitches. Only 13 have been strikes. He's walked 4. He pitches and misses high and tight to Earhart, 1-0. Earhart today 0 for 4, reached on an error back in the 7th. Carson-Newman 11. Tampa 4. Shaver coming set. Right-hander peers over at first and pitches and pumps a fastball right down the middle for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hunter Long is throwing in Carson-Newman's bullpen should the Eagles need him. Righty on right-hand batter, the 1-1 pitch. Slider missed off the outer half. 2 balls and 1 strike. Righty on right-hand batter. Shaver coming set. And now the 2-1. Swinging a hard hit, smashed through the right side of the infield, skipped under the legs of Cadenas. He stops at second base on the base hit. And Tampa keeps the line moving here in the 9th inning. A walk and now a base hit. And the Spartans continue their roll here in the 9th, down by 7. And now Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin is out of the dugout with Luke McDonald coming to the plate. And let's see if the Eagles elect to go to the bullpen. No official sign yet. Long looks like he's ready to go. And talking here with Shaver, and now the point has been put down there. We'll talk about Hunter Long, Carson-Newman's 3rd pitcher of the day, here in a moment as Carson-Newman leads it 11-4 here in the 9th.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Hunter Long is out of the bullpen for Carson-Newman. Long making his 5th appearance of the year. 1-0 record, 2 saves, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 9 innings. Not a save situation in an 11-4 game here in the 9th inning. Righty on right-hand batter McDonald at the plate, who's 0 for 4. And Long's first pitch misses down and away for ball 1. Well, Carson-Newman has made this a little more enticing than it needs to be. They've led throughout this game by as many as 8. 7 right now as Long misses down and away. It gets through the legs of Travis. Runner taking off. Throw down to third base. Not in time. And Cadenas takes third base on the pass ball. So now runners at the corners. Righty on right-hand batter. Long coming set. The 2-0. Misses high. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Well, Carson-Newman pitching not doing itself any favors here down the stretch. Shaver walked 4 in a third of an inning and a third. And now here comes the 3-0. It's in there for a called strike. So he finally finds the zone. Righty on right-hand batter. 3-1 the count. Long pitching. And he finds the strike zone on the inside corner, much to the chagrin of McDonald. And he might have a point. That pitch was certainly inside. And McDonald has to come back, so it's 3-2 the count. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Long coming set. Here's the pitch, and that one for sure misses up and in for a ball. Earhart down to second base, and once again, Tampa has the bases loaded. And it brings the cleanup hitter, John Pitchman, to the plate, who's 0 for 4 today. And now time called. Well, Long needs to straighten things up here and get things back into working condition. Right-hander on right-hand batter. 11-4 game in the 9th. Long coming set. Here's the pitch. And it's on the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Eagles lead by 7. But you don't want to mess around too much here in this inning. Bases are loaded and nobody out. Long coming set out there on the mound, first base side. Has something he likes and pitches, and it stays high and tight with a fastball. It's 1-1. Well, Shaver, an inning and a third, a hit, a strikeout, 4 walks. And here comes the 1 ball and 1 strike pitch from Long. It's a high fly ball down the right field line. Henry Jackson chases after it, but it gets well out of play. And Long is able to get ahead now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Long needs 3 outs here in the top of the 9th inning, and Carson-Newman can force a rubber game tomorrow. 1-2 and holding. Long coming set. Here's the pitch. High pop-up. Shallow right center field. Brown coming on. Still coming on. Still coming on. He now makes the grab and unleashes a great throw back to the infield for the first out. So now 1/3 of the way home. And Nick Durr will stand to the plate. Durr's been aboard 3 times today in his 4 trips, 2 walks and a hit. 2 official at-bats. Can the Eagles twirl up a double play here? Bases are loaded and 1 out. 11-4 Eagles in the 9th. The pitch from Long stays high and tight, 1-0. With where that ball was hit to the center field, I don't think when you're down by 7, you're absolutely not chancing that. Base runners are much more valuable than adding a run. Long is ready on a 1-0 pitch. Here it is. And it missed just a little bit high, much to the displeasure of a lot of the fans here. But certainly did look like it was a little elevated in the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch, high and tight, ball 3. Well, Nick Adkins has started to get loose, and I have to imagine it's to face the man in the on-deck circle, Dan Sullivan. Left-hand hitter who's been terrific in this series. And Long trying to buckle down here. He got ahead of Pitchman, but has now fallen behind to Durr. 11-4, Carson-Newman holding this lead. Righty on right-hand batter. The pitch, high and tight, ball 4. He walks in a run. And it's now 11-5. So Sullivan will stand in with a bases loaded and 1 out. So far, no motion to the bullpen. And looks like Long will face this left-hand hitter, an 11-5 game. The pitch is in there on the inside corner for a called strike. Bases are loaded and 1 out. Well, you certainly can't afford to give up anything more here. The 0-1. Hard hit ground ball through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Station to station go the Spartans. 11-6 is your score now here in the 9th. So a base hit from Sullivan, his 3rd of the day. Everybody goes up a base. Once again, no sense in trying to do anything more than that. And it's now 11-6. And here's Josh Rulai. He's homered in this game, been aboard twice. Righty on right-hand batter. Long coming set and pitching. And he tried to drop a curveball in and missed low. 1-0 the count. Well, all of this pretty much coming because Carson-Newman can't throw strikes. 2 walks, or check that, 3 walks here in the inning. 2 hits allowed. 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner for a strike, it's 1-1. 11 runs, 13 hits, an error, and 6 left on base for Carson-Newman. 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base for the Spartans. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Rulai hits one sharply through the right side of the infield for a base hit. 1 run is in. Everybody else stops. Jackson had a little bit of an issue with it. Doesn't matter. And now Tampa will get the tying run to the plate here in the 9th. So just like that, they entered down 7. They've scored 3 times. And Long will go to work on Mikey Navarrete. Here's Long's first pitch, and he starts him with another curveball. This one is in there for a called strike. So Rulai at first, Sullivan at second. Durr is at third base. 8th man of the inning to come to the plate and just one out with a tying run at the plate. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's in there for a called strike, and Long gets ahead at 0-2. Well, it certainly feels like Carson-Newman is putting this game on Hunter Long right now. The second 3-run inning in the last 3 for Tampa. 0-2 the count. Right-hander comes set. He lifts the leg and pitches, and it's a high pop-up foul off of first base out of play. Now Luke Benoit is next. Should we get that far, the top of the lineup is looming once again. And Carson-Newman has made this thing significantly more interesting than it needed to be. Tampa has scored 3 times on 3 hits and 3 walks. In the top of the 9th, 0-2 the count. Long's ready and pitching, and it's a swing and a chopping ball out to short. Genter's up with it to second for 1, over to first base, in time, double play. Long seals it with a 6-4-3 twin killing, and the Eagles upset the defending national champions. The final score, Carson-Newman 11, Tampa 7. And Carson-Newman's able to take down the Spartans here today despite some drama. 6-4-3. Double play ball ends the ball game. And Tampa, with a bases loaded and 1 out, unable to get another big hit, but just tremendous stuff from the Spartans in this game. And Carson-Newman is able to get this victory. And the Eagles win this contest here today. It's a game that takes 3 hours and 40 minutes. Or 2 hours and 40 minutes, rather, to complete. And Carson-Newman is able to win this ball game by a final tally of 11-7. For Carson-Newman, 11 runs on 13 base hits, 1 error, 6 left on base. Tampa, 7 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. They leave 10 aboard in the game. Matt Bradley's your winning pitcher. Bradley gets the victory for Carson-Newman. He's now 2-0 on the year. Jordan Leisure is the loser here today. Leisure falls to 1-1 on the season. Final score, Carson-Newman 11, Tampa 7. Rubber game of the series coming your way tomorrow. Eagles and Spartans at noon. We'll talk to you again then. Until then, good night, everybody.